Can you pronounce this? Even more, do you know what it is? Well, our first hint is that it's from northeastern Italy, in Friuli, Venezia, Giulia. And our second hint is that it's a rare indigenous grape. This is Schioppettino. But don't worry, we'll go over how to pronounce it later. Hi there, I'm Jacqueline for Vero, where we go around the world searching out wild and scarce wines to bring to consumers and businesses alike throughout the US. And these wines can be like, get ready for it, the red wine Schioppettino.
Schioppettino. Scooby-Doo. Scooby-Doo.
Schioppetino. Schiopppettino. Di Pripoto. Pettino di Profumo.
All right, so the word may look scary, but let's take it one bit at a time. So first off, the S-C-H-I at the beginning doesn't make a sh sound, as many of us Americans might intuitively think. Instead, it makes a skyo sound. And once you get past that, the pettino follows pretty easily. So say it with me now. Schioppetino. Schioppetino. Once you get the skyo sound at the beginning, that is kind of like a bruschetta type sound, it is actually pretty easy. One theory is that this name can actually come from the word schioppare, or burst in Italian and the local Friulian dialect. And this can be thought of as because how the berries will pop. They're so juicy and ripe when you taste them. So now on to the wine that comes from the Schioppetino grape. It's a red wine that we just love. And a lot of people can miss out on because it's not your typical red wine. It has fantastic, fun flavors and aromas of black pepper and tart red berries. This pepper flavor actually comes from a compound known as rotundone, which is what can give Syrah the same peppery notes. Schioppetino actually has one of the highest levels of this compound found amongst red grapes. And in addition to these peppery notes, Schioppetino is also low in tannins, making it a great halfway point for white and red wine drinkers. White wine drinkers find it low in tannin and high acidity and more approachable, and red wine drinkers can find it still has the structure and red berry flavors and pepper flavors to satisfy them. But why is this fabulous grape not more well known? Well, for starters, maybe it's because of the difficult name, but also maybe because it once actually was illegal to plant. In the 1970s, local governments in Friuli tried to eradicate the grape, but thankfully it was saved by a coalition of local farmers. But that is a story for another day. So subscribe and hit the notification bell to find out when we post that tale. This grape is also a little difficult to grow, as large, heavy yet thin-skinned and juicy bunches of grapes are joined together by thin, easily snapped stems. On the vine, it is also late ripening, which can mean that storms during flowering or autumn mists later in the season can cause damage to future grapes or current grapes with mildew. On the flip side, it can actually be insanely productive, overly so in some cases, and a good farmer will know how and when to drop fruit in order to produce good quality grapes rather than the natural overabundant quantity that the vine is capable of producing. Because of the patience it takes to properly grow a good Schioppetino, outside of its native Friuli, it is not really found. But there are producers in Friuli that know the vine well and are capable of properly managing it with tender, loving care. These are wineries like the three-generation women-led Vigna Petrusa. And talking about Vigna Petrusa and the peppery red-berried goodness of Schioppetino, if that's got you thirsty, you can head over to verovino.com to find their 4 Schioppettinos that show the range and versatility of this fun grape. An unoaked version, a classic version, and a Reserva. Lastly, there's also a Passito sweet dessert wine made from Schioppetino. I'll post the links down below to these Schioppetino wines in our Vero shop for you to taste for yourself. And whether you're a wine lover like me or you're buying for a business or distributor, we can help get these wines in your hands. In the meantime, in the future video, we will be tasting and comparing these 3 Schioppettinos. So again, subscribe below to know when that posts, and sign up for our newsletter on verovino.com to get other notifications of future content too. So thank you for joining me today. If you learned something, leave a like and head over to verovino.com. In the meantime, I'll see you in the next video, which could be this one here about Schioppetino producer Vigna Petrusa. See you over there.